for being a friend. Boom, doom, doom, doom. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, you'd invite everyone new. You would be the biggest gift would be from me, and the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend. What's up, y'all? Man, the fall is coming on in, because I'm walking out and there's no problem, a little breeze. Leaves are being blown off the trees. Good morning, Ivan. Let me spit that gum out. It's so rude. But look, y'all, I got a few minutes. I just want to run something by you. I know my brain never shuts off. It's certain things that I hear. And for those of you who've subscribed, thank you so much. 479 people. Thank you so much. Continue to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rico the Opinionist. And my Facebook page, Rico the Opinionist. TikTok. No TikTok. Just a Twitter. Rico, Twitter, Instagram, Rico the Opinionist. And so, I want to get right to it. We all were celebrating the third win for Coach Prime. We've had the debates back and forth about, HBCU and black celebrities showing up. We've already had those conversations, and those conversations will continue to go on. However, I also listen to a lot of stuff that's being said. And the press conference, I don't know, I think this is a new press conference that he's done. Maybe he made this statement in the original press conference. But Coach Prime was in a press conference. And this press conference, two things were addressed. The number 11 from Colorado State University, Henry Blackburn, the white kid that did the dirty hit on Travis Hunter. After the play hit, the hit that the NCAA seems to be very silent on is, and I'm not even a sports person, but I pay attention to behavior. And I wish most of us paid more attention to behavior. Since been on this rocket ship, a lot of people have become anxious, nervous, and there's flat out hate movement. On our side, especially on their side, as it relates to the coaches in the Big 12 and SEC and all of that. We learned a lot of things about how black colleges are ranked or viewed by the world at large, right? We learned a lot of things. And I don't want us to pass this off as, it's just competition, they're jealous. No, this is an American thing. It's always been like that. When you see black men excelling and they're not bootlicking or bent over and they're not entertaining them per se, they're saying things that makes them uncomfortable, or they're accomplishing things in white spaces where they've worked so hard to bar anybody black from. Shout out to Tiger Woods in golf. Shout out to Venus and Serena. Now, what's her name? Coco Golf. And others, right? So they tend to get nervous when it's sports that they know is designated for Caucasians, especially Caucasian men. So, but there's this thing that we can't seem to help. And I'm going to try to be as plain and as sensitive and as balanced in this particular commentary I'm about to lay on you. All right? Again, this number 11 on the Colorado State side, he did that dirty hit that injured Travis Scott. And a lot of us are going back and forth. Some people don't want to say it out loud that it was pre-planned and that the biracial coach, Jay Norville, probably told his team to hurt the stars, try to hurt Shador, try to hurt Travis. And because it sounds like a hit, but a bounty, but I think he hasn't really publicly addressed it, Jay Norville. I think he said, hey, it happens. Everybody's want to play it off as football. And y'all, I guess people can do that. You make a choice how you want to receive things. But I'm too busy understanding what our people went through, what they've gone through in this country historically. And nothing really tangible has shown me that attitudes and systematic discrimination and hate towards black people has really changed that much. But some of us are so desperate to assimilate. Some of us are so desperate to fit in that we won't even talk about race. Well, that's okay. I'll talk about it. And so, as a non-sports person, as one who pays attention to behavior and some levels of history, I think it was a planned hit. Those boys were told, and because he just came out of nowhere. But maybe he messed up the assignment. He wasn't supposed to hit him right after the play was over. And that's probably what's blowing up the spot. But also, y'all pay attention to the NCAA. How they're dragging their feet on this. They appear to be dragging their feet. Because we all know that had there been a black dude that knocked out or grazed or lacerated the liver of a white player after the play was over, it would have been so many conversations, consequences and repercussions. Not only so they just gave him a personal foul, but he was not put out of the game and put out for the rest of the season. And so those of us, we're so busy trying to be viewed as, we're tough and with this, we're just gonna try to shuck that off as, it's football. No, I'm not into sports. I'm into what's fair and what's unfair. That was unfair. It was deliberate unfairness for us to continue to, quote, suck in or absorb abuse. I don't like that. So now they're pushing the narrative. No, it's just football. Because Deion has a plan. He has an agenda, just like anybody else who's able to go mainstream. They let a lot of things go to fulfill their own personal goals. I get that, but I still have a problem when you're in a major platform and you're teaching black kids to absorb abuse. I don't give a damn how you look at it. So you try to use that platform and use your voice and say, no, don't nobody get upset. It's just football. He could have killed that boy. And then, so it leads me to the interview when he said, this is Deion. It's just football. And, and I forgive him. Stop right there. Why do we keep doing that? Why do we keep forgiving those who trespass against us? Come on, somebody. Especially when it's deliberate. See, for me, it's like the remnants of the civil rights movement. You let people sick dogs on you, beat your ass, humiliate you, degrade you. Then you turn around and say, I forgive them. But we don't have that kind of forgiveness for our own brother because I think he's forgiven, or he's, the so-called biracial black coach, when he was talking about him, he didn't really sound so forgiving. He was just very middle of the road. I don't know the brother. Why his success got to measure? Why my success got to do anything with his? What does my success have anything to do with his success, or vice versa? He had to talk, but he didn't say I forgive Jay Norville. Y'all follow me? He didn't say I forgive him. Maybe it's not part of the plan. I understand. 100 years ago, black folks had to take stuff in order for them to succeed in white spaces. We had to take it. And it's so unfortunate that we still believe that we have to take abuse. There are some people in academic programs and PhD programs and engineering programs at white school that really go through emotional and verbal abuse just to say, well, I finished. I got my degree at Harvard. I got my degree at this university. There are black people who are still doing that. And I don't understand it. Maybe I'm built differently. Now, have I let some things go? Of course. Some things that, minor things. But one thing I never let go was actual verbal abuse or physical abuse. I don't let that go. Now, you may still make a small remark. Yeah, they'll pass. But that right there, now, so if you ask me, Rico, what do you think he should have done? I think he should have, instead of us, 250 years of holding down our hurt and our pain and our disappointment, holding it back, say it out loud. Because if he had said this, no, I don't like what he did, and I hope the NCAA will look into that. So many black boys who are paying attention to him and his players, you know, that would empower them. No, you don't have to go out there and beat anybody's ass, but at least somebody tells us you don't have to take that. That's all. Because some of us so busy trying to get to the other side, and it's so by enemies necessary. Maybe that was kept me where I am. I'm not one who's trying to get to the other side by enemies necessary. See, when people say that Rosa Parks sat down so we could stand up, that means she took it so we don't have to. When all the slaves, the Africans that was being transported over, some of them understood, I'd rather throw me and my baby over the ship into the Atlantic Ocean than to face what I know is coming, that is brutality. See, that teaches the rest of us you don't have to take that. And freedom ain't free. And so as we praise Deion, it's okay to criticize him as well. He's a fallible human being. We appreciate what he's doing, but I particularly didn't like that stance. Get on his ass, Deion. Well, it's too late. He already said, I forgive him. And then he spoke for Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter forgives him too. I like to see Travis Hunter. I like to hear him tweet or read a tweet. Or I like for him to go on record himself and say, I forgive him for damn near ending my career and possibly ruining my chances at the Heisman because he's a hater. And why the hell we always got to be the bigger person when people have made a choice not to be big at all? That's all I'm talking about. For anybody who want to jump on me, those of you who really just guzzling the whole Coach Prime Kool-Aid. You know, the person who I dug out there, who we should have been paying attention to, was his son. So his son kept it 100 all the way through. You talk shit about my dad, you got all this. If y'all watch the video, when that coach tried to come up there and, you know, do his little saying, Shador stood right there like, man, go ahead on. Put his shoulder pad into the man, and if they go on, get away from my dad, dude. And that's the way Deion should have responded to that. You didn't have to say, y'all go and beat the ass. No, you didn't have to say none of that. That's not what I'm implying. What I'm implying is black men, stop bending over when there's no need for you to tie your shoes. Got it? You know, I know you want to get there. I know you're trying to get your personal agenda out there. But still, you're being watched by so many eyeballs because you're on this stage. And black boys, what black boys see, what younger black men see really matter. You know, we're going to have to start being men straight up. Stop all this damn compromising and trying to get our own personal agendas up to the point that it makes us look kind of weak. Yeah, I said it. Hell. Don't make any sense. It's 2023. That little bastard tried to kill that boy. And so Deion went on to show him sympathy. This the part here kind of bothered me. You know, he's receiving death threats, and the police are on it. That little Henry Blackburn, Colorado born and raised. He's receiving death threats because of what he did. And I'm not implying that anything should happen to him. When Deion said, well, no, he shouldn't deserve that. You know, it was just a football game. See, still you minimize the trauma of what that young man faced. And it wasn't just football. It was a direct attack. And I don't like that kind of shit. Personally, I don't. You know, it's not about me. Rico, you ever played football before? You ever played? It's not about that. It's not about any of that. It's about getting mature young men, young boys to appropriate manhood. That's what it's about. And so many times we're almost there, then we just can't help but bend down or bend over when it's not necessary. It's almost as if we don't know how to behave when we're in front of the dominant society. I'm not asking anybody to, act as if they weren't raised right. But if you're a man in a black space, be a man in a white space as well, or any other space. So far so good, Dion. I'm not taking anything away from you. I'm still rooting for you. I'm rooting for HBCUs. I'm rooting for all those young black men on your team. But I reserve the right to, when it's something I don't agree with, I'm going to say it. I don't play that game. I want y'all to go back and pay attention to that. When they show the hit on the news or on these blogs, I need y'all to pay attention to something else. When number 11 did that dirty, well, possibly illegal hit after the play on Travis Hunter, and he walked like he did something really great, I need y'all to pay attention. Number 30 on Colorado State, number 30 gave him some dap as he walked across. See, I pay attention to a whole lot of stuff. There was a dap of approval. So that means the team approved of that. That means that he gave him a dap like, hey, bro, you carried out the plan. And so, but anyway, I need us just to remain focused. Dion, can't keep doing your thing. But I need black men. Stop bending over, bending your knees when you don't have to tie your shoes. Okay? And it's okay to be angry. It's okay to express your disappointment in that. I mean, with real words, not vagueness. Maybe it's probably why I'm not the coach. If I was the coach, I'd like, no, I didn't like that. That was uncool. I know he was raised better than that. There could be some major ramifications after that particular behavior. He should have laid it out. You could have ended that boy's career. You could have further, or you could have really disrupted his chance of being a top competitor for the Heisman. Because Travis Hunter was one of the top, and I'm reading and listening to commentators. They're saying him being out these 4 weeks have possibly ruined his chance at the Heisman. But all you have to say is, I forgive him. That ain't how it works, man. It's 2023. Cut it out, man. We're not saying get your fist balled and go straighten your business up with the whole team and that punk ass coach of Colorado State. What I'm saying is, let it be known, I'm upset. I didn't like that. That wasn't cool. And no, you're not forgiven. You just do better. Be a better sport. Project better sportsmanlike behavior. And also with that platform, Dion, you speak directly to the NCAA and say, I hope y'all gonna do something about that. That's how you should have handled that. You ain't threaten nobody. You ain't do nothing to anybody, but to force or train young black men to absorb abuse on any level is out of line. But feel free to agree or disagree. Let me know what you think about it in the chat. I may or may not read some of them. This is just, hey, how I feel. But anyway, thank y'all so much for listening. It's your man Rico, the Opinionist. Like, share, and subscribe. The YouTube channel is Rico, the Opinionist. And I thank y'all so much for always tuning in to you, boy. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Oh, my hair's sticking out. It's crazy. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.